Let's talk about a potential Department of Justice shakeup that's ongoing right now. Discussions are, at least. What if I told you that the federal government just proposed something that could shake the foundations of both gun and drug enforcement in America forever? The DEA and the ATF could be merged into one super agency. Yeah, you heard that right. It's not a movie plot, it's real, and it's coming straight out of Washington, D.C. Stick around because this restructuring could change how gun laws are enforced, how our freedoms are affected, and what this administration is really trying to do behind the scenes. And trust me, you're going to want to hear the details on this one. This is Guns and Gadgets, the premier source for Second Amendment news. I am your host, Jared, and if you care about your rights and our country, smash the subscribe button down below and turn on the notifications so that you never miss an update. So here's what's happening. A memo was released, and it was reviewed by the Associated Press, and I actually got a text on this 2 days ago, but was told to keep it quiet, but I guess it's out there now. And this information reveals that the Justice Department wants to merge the DEA and the ATF. That memo was signed by a Deputy Attorney General, whose name is Todd Blanche, and it says that the goal is to achieve efficiencies in resources, case deconfliction, and regulatory efforts. It sounds like bureaucratic speak for centralizing power and cutting off jobs. Now, I can do for the cutting of jobs stuff. This is all part of a much bigger push by the Trump administration to streamline the federal government, to cut back, combine, and eliminate redundancy. But what happens when two agencies with very different missions, guns and drugs, get slammed together under one roof? The DEA is all about drugs, fentanyl, heroin, meth, you name it. They target cartels, traffickers, and street dealers. The ATF, meanwhile, handles things like gun trafficking, arson, bombings, and firearm regulation. They trace guns, analyze ballistics, enforce federal gun laws, and conduct missions like targeting Americans in places like Waco and Ruby Ridge. Two very different roles, two very different missions. And yet now, the Justice Department wants to fuse them together. There are no specifics released yet, no mention of whether jobs will be cut or who would lead the new mega agency. But we do know this, it's a major shift. Now, here's where things get spicy. The ATF has been a target for years, especially from us conservatives, because of its role in gun regulation. And now, FBI Director Kash Patel has been tapped to lead the ATF in an unusual arrangement. Now, gun control group Giffords is already losing their mind and panicking. Their executive director, Emma Brown, claims that the move would literally be defunding the police. But ask yourself, who's really worried here? Because if this is a play to gut the ATF and take a chunk out of the federal gun enforcement machine, that's something many of us on the Second Amendment side might actually support. But if it's just reshuffling the same deck under a new name, then nothing really changes, except now one agency controls two major enforcement powers. Real quick, I want to thank today's sponsor, Blackout Coffee. These guys are patriots who believe in God, country, and the Constitution. They're not afraid to stand up for American values, and they make one hell of a cup of coffee. Support freedom and fuel your day by grabbing a bag from Blackout Coffee. Link is down below. It's blackoutcoffee.com/GNG, and use code GNG10 to save 10% on your order. All right, this isn't just about the DEA and the ATF. The Justice Department also wants to eliminate field offices that work on antitrust and environmental issues, consolidate policy teams in Washington, D.C., and reassign lawyers who handle tax and corruption cases to U.S. attorneys' offices. In fact, the Public Integrity Section, which oversees public corruption, might be cut down to just 5 lawyers. 5. That's the team that's meant to hold corrupt officials accountable. If you smell political BS there, you're not alone. So what's next? As of now, this plan is not final. The Justice Department leaders have until tomorrow, April 2nd, the day that all of Trump's tariffs go into effect, the reciprocal tariffs. They have until April 2nd to respond with feedback. But make no mistake, this is pretty serious. The Department of Justice is considering a massive realignment of law enforcement power, and how that shakes out could impact your freedoms, your safety, and how the law is enforced nationwide. So now I want to hear from you. Is this a smart move to trim the bloated federal bureaucracy? Or is it a power grab wrapped in a budget-cutting language? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And again, don't forget to subscribe, share this video so more people are made aware, and hit the bell so that you will not miss any updates like this. We break the big stories here that no one else is talking about in the mainstream media, and your support helps us keep going. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless America. Take care.